Good evening. Mingalaba. Hello, everyone. Thank you for a very warm welcome, and a special thank you to the Burmese Community Development Collaboration for organising this event and for everything they've been doing over the last 5 years. I stand before you today not just as a son of Aung San Suu Kyi, but as someone deeply concerned for her life and for the millions still suffering under Burma's brutal regime. This cuts me to my very core as her son. I simply want to know she is well. I want to hear her voice, see her face, and have the chance to spend time with her in the remaining years of her life. No family on earth should be denied the basic human right to know if their mother is still alive. Meme has spent over a quarter of her life under military house arrest or in prison for peacefully championing democracy. As a family, we have been forced to endure psychological warfare, hostage diplomacy, and calculated falsehoods for decades. Over the last 5 years alone, the junta has claimed multiple times to have relocated Meme. All have proven false. When the military regime recently announced that they had moved Meme from a secret prison cell to house arrest at another secret location somewhere in Nay Pyi Daw, it was a calculated move meant to quiet international outrage and gain legitimacy. But we have not stopped asking where she is, or how she is, and whether she is safe. We have been met with zero contact and zero transparency. To this day, not a single shred of independently verified proof of life has been provided. The regime's total lack of transparency only intensifies our gravest fear that she may no longer be alive. Let us be entirely clear. Meme is a hostage, a bargaining chip for a brutal junta desperate for international legitimacy. They want ASEAN and the global community to validate their recent sham elections, thereby legitimizing their regime and the barbarity they have inflicted on their own people. In doing so, they seek to erase the democratic will of 55 million Burmese citizens who in 2021 handed Meme a second consecutive landslide victory, an election that ASEAN and the international community recognized as free and fair. The junta's cynicism implicitly flies in the face of statements from close neighbors, including China, who officially recognize Meme as a long-standing friend. A regime that refuses to provide credible proof of life for an 81-year-old imprisoned Nobel Peace Prize laureate, while continuing to ignore global calls for transparency and basic human rights, should not be rewarded with legitimacy. Ahead of Meme's 81st birthday, I launched the Global Proof of Life Challenge to demand one simple thing: credible, independently verified proof that Meme is still alive. The Proof of Life Challenge invites you and people around the world to take part between the 1st and the 19th of June through an 81 for 81 challenge in honor of Meme's 81st birthday. Participants can walk 81,000 steps, run 81 kilometers, cycle 81 miles, or create their own 81 challenge in solidarity. Whether you join individually or as a family, group, organization, or team, you can show your solidarity by sharing your activities using the hashtag #ProofOfLife and 81 for 81. The more people who join this proof of life challenge, the louder our collective voice and the harder it becomes for the military regime to ignore the world's demand for truth. For my proof of life challenge, I will skateboard 81 kilometers in a day. Together, we can build hope, amplify the call for truth, and make it harder for the military regime to remain silent. Together, let us ask one simple question: show proof of life. To my fellow Burmese and everyone living in Australia, your voice matters. Please contact your members of parliament, urge them to reject this military regime in suits, to support measures that will stop the aerial bombardment of innocent civilians, and to maintain a strong commitment to direct humanitarian aid for the people of Burma. Now, I know that the last 5 years have been pretty hard on a lot of you, and I can't say it's been easy for myself either. But the fact is, we know that we're fighting for what is right, and that means we can keep on going forever. And this is what the military failed to realize.
Jesu Tumbare.